Hey, Mr. Chad, how you doing?
Morning,
Everything good?
Yes, sir. Real good, real good. We got any time after this? I'll catch you up on last night's meetings.
No, that don't even sound good. How you doing, Mr. West? We're doing good. What we was talking about.
Yeah, I'll be out in a minute.
Yeah. Chad, your microphone on? Virgil, is yours on?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Ooh, this chair's cold.
It's time. Yes, sir. It's 9:01.
Okay. I call to order the special session of Van Zandt County Commissioners Court on Wednesday, April the 21st, 2020 at 9:02 a.m. Now it's quorum is established with all members of the court present. Item number 2, public comments. Anybody sign up for public comments, Scott? No one signed up for public, no one present for public comments. We'll move to item number 3, discuss and consider accepting donation for road repairs on Van Zandt County Road 3415 between Van Zandt County Road 3424 and Van Zandt County Road 3425 from Nathan Bullard. Description of the work: overlay with lay down machine with SSM material. Keith, I believe that's yours.
Yes, sir. All y'all know Nathan Bullard. He approached me and on a stretch of road there that's about, hold on, 8/10 of a mile long on 3415, that him and some of his neighbors would like to donate the material if the county could do the labor on it. And I think that's real noble of all of them. So that's why I described the work to be done there in case something happens to me, that because this is a large amount of money. It's $65,000 that they're wanting to donate, and that will cover the material on it. And because it's that much, I want to describe that work in case something happened to me, that the rest of the commissioners in the court would know what work is to be done over there. And that's what we're going to do. And I brought it. I didn't want to wait a week, because if the window gets right to lay it, I'm going to have a Texana do the labor. It's not going to be an in-house job. Texana is going to lay the material and pack it and everything. So that's the deal. Nathan, did you have something you wanted to say? He'll explain it.
Yes, sir.
Okay, Mr. Bullard,
Yes,
you
sir.
may approach. Yeah, if you would come to the podium.
So, Mr. Pearson already said that, our neighbors pulled together. I brought the check with me today. I just kind of wanted to make sure it was on the record of which neighbors donated which amounts.
Okay.
And so there was a total of 6 of us all together that donated. Judy Mintz donated 5,000, Tony Morgan 5,000, Tommy Foster 5,000, William Rumsey 5,000, Avos Wicker 15,000, and I myself 30,000, for a total of 65,000. So I just want to make sure that was on the record, that each one of my neighbors, got some recognition for that, because we all pulled together and it went really smooth, and I was very proud of all of our neighbors that pitched in. So,
But Nathan's writing the check for 65,000.
and I have one check from me personally for 65,000. I wanted to make sure it was on the record that which amounts belong to who.
Okay,
Okay, thank you.
thank you, Mr. Bullard.
Will that list be in the minutes, Susan? He just wanted that in the minutes, just so everything's on the transparent. He didn't want everybody to think that Nathan just gave all that out of his pocket. He wants to give credit where credit's due. And
So is that a motion?
so that's a motion that we accept the $65,000 check. And, before we go into that, before I make
Okay,
that motion,
okay.
Nathan is aware that there's not a time frame. We're gonna do this as soon as possible, but we have to deal with weather, and I have to deal with Texana working it in to their schedule. It should all be done within a month, or quicker, but he's aware of that. And so I think I've covered all of our bases. If I make that motion, but during discussion, if y'all have anything that I need to add to it, please let me know. That's my motion.
Okay, motion from Commissioner Pearson to accept the $65,000 donation for repairs on Van Zandt County Road 3415. Is there a second?
I'll say.
Second by Commissioner Melton. Any questions or discussion?
The next commissioner's court is when we'll have to do the budget amendments. So that'll go into donations and then move from donations to road and bridge material.
It'll go into revenue.
Revenue and then.
Is Alicia gonna prepare that in a minute?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, any more questions or discussion? Being none, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, same sign. Motion carried. Item number 4, discuss and consider going out for bids for crude oil and undelivered crushed rock. Sandy, is that?
Well, we did not receive any bids on undelivered crushed rock, so we're gonna go back out for bids on that one. Now, I contacted both, Chad contacted Brian and Brian. And I contacted Mesa to get specifications, because y'all are telling me, and pardon me, because I don't know that crude oil and road oil are 2 different things.
Yes, correct.
So here's specifications, and you're telling me to go out for crude oil, and when I look at these specifications, they're great to me.
They are to me too.
So somebody's gonna have to help me, one commissioner is gonna kind of have to help me.
Well, you need to call them back and tell them send it in English.
Because I can't just pull, it's all coming up out of the ground. I mean, that's what everybody's telling me. They're like, well, it's just all coming up from the ground and it has no mixture in it. But I can't put that down on a piece of paper and put out a bid. So I did contact Mesa to try to get some help, and you know, the only thing that bothered me was that if you can see on his front sheet, the bottom statement that he made is, but it is the asphalt material in our oil that makes it perfect to mix with sand. So that's telling me they're putting more mixture in it when it's coming out from the ground.
Well,
So I don't want Brian and Brian to come back and say, you know, y'all, it's the same product. That's just what I want to be sure and cover our bases on.
the crude oil man has not contaminated. There's no additives in crude oil. And there's
Come right out of the
different,
pump.
and there's different, there's just coming right out of, yes, right out of the ground. And not the gas, he didn't mean the gas pump, he meant the pump jack. There's no additives to it. And, but if you test crude oil from one well, and you go test crude oil in another well, they may vary in the ingredients. And so that's the thing, Sandy, it's straight out of the ground. And
This asphalt's naturally occurring in this crude. It's not blended in. Brian and Brian is blending with different additives and make the asphalt work under different temperatures and stuff, which makes it a higher grade product and makes it a true road oil versus just crude.
And I just wanted to make sure that I understand it correctly,
Sure.
because in the past, we've always just bid road oil. And because this year Mesa didn't present a bid, then the courts come back and said, you know, whoa. And I don't want to put the court in any kind of liability,
yes,
because Besa didn't bid. Now y'all are telling me, well, we gotta bid this crude oil because Besa didn't get a bid in. I mean, it's not the county's responsibility to make sure everybody puts a bid in. So
Yes,
I just want, if we're gonna do crude oil, then next year we need to bid road oil and crude oil.
Yes,
Yeah.
Because we've always bid road oil and awarded it.
I agree with that. I agree with that. I did, and I don't believe at all it's the county's fault. Since it's COVID, I will testify that I've had mail issues at my house receiving mail. I contacted Arcosa and Besa. Neither one of them received the bid, or that's what they said. And if it'd just been one of them, I would say, well, maybe they got it and they lost it. But both of them were very disappointed because they wanted the bid.
And we have the mailing list in our
Yes,
office
ma'am.
in the bid file that shows everybody that got a bid mailed out, and they both were on the list. They're the only two that has contacted us and said, oh, we didn't get our bid.
Yes.
So, but I do agree. I know that the mail is lacking. But we don't have the funds in our budget to mail all those road and bridge bids out certified.
Right.
I mean, if y'all want me to start mailing those bids out certified, then we'll have to talk about getting more funding in the postage,
Sure.
because it is very expensive to mail those out. But I just, I may have to get one of y'all to kind of help me, perhaps Lisa, word that crude oil.
Okay.
If somebody will come down and look at it, yeah.
So is there a motion to go out for bids on for crude oil and undelivered crushed rock?
I'll make that.
Okay, got a motion
Second.
by Commissioner West, second by Commissioner LaPrada. Any questions or discussion? Being none, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, same sign. Motion carried. Item number 5, discuss and consider approving replat of lots 1 through 4 and 6 through 14 and 16 through 22, 26, and 33 of the Hunter Estates Phase 1 in Precinct 3.
Yes, gentlemen, that we've done this several times, and I'll explain it again. Hunter Estates is right there on Highway 80 between Edgewood and Highway 19. And there's some property that surrounds Hunter Estates. Most of those lots in there were small, 1 acre or a little over an acre lots originally. And as people buy those 1 acre lots, they go to the landowner that surrounds that subdivision, and they wind up buying some more land. And so a lot of these lots all of them have become bigger. And so for an example, lot 26 will go from lot 26, what's called 26 now, will now be called 26A because it has become a bigger lot. And now a person has come in and bought just about everything in that subdivision that is left, the 1 through 4, the 6 through 14, and the 16. They bought a lot of lots, and they're gonna market these lots as a bigger lot. And so that's all it is. Everything's still in our, still falls under our guideline rules and everything. So I make a motion, we accept this replat.
Okay, got a motion by Commissioner Pearson. Is there a second? Got a second by Commissioner Melton. Any questions or discussion? Being none, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, same sign. Motion carried. Item number 6, discuss and consider approving replat of lot 27 of the Hunter Estates Phase 1 in Precinct 3.
It's exactly the same thing, but it's another buyer. He's the previous on number 5, that buyer bought all those lots. This is a different buyer that's buying the existing lot 27 along with some additional land behind it. So 27 is going to go to lot 27A now. So I make a motion, we accept this one also.
Okay, motion by Commissioner Pearson. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Commissioner West. Any questions or discussion? Being none, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, same sign. Motion carried. Item number 7, is there a motion to adjourn?
Made.
Got a motion by Commissioner Fred, second by Commissioner Melton. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, same sign. Motion carried. We are adjourned.
Thank you, Nathan.
And thank